Hello everyone, this is the third video of our channel today. We will speak about a topic that many people face every single day, and that is why you cannot speak English easily even after studying it for years now. First of all, I want to tell you that you are not alone. Many students from all over the world struggle with the same thing. They can read English, they can write English, they can understand English movies. But when it comes to speaking, their tongue freezes, their mind becomes blank, and they start feeling nervous or shy. So let us understand why this happens and how you can slowly break this barrier. When we learn English in school, most of the time, we focus only on grammar books, exercises, and memorizing rules. But language is not only about rules, it is about communication. It is about connection. Imagine you are in a shop and the shopkeeper is speaking English. You understand everything, but you are afraid to reply. You start thinking, what if I make a mistake? What if he laughs at me? What if I pronounce something wrong? This fear blocks your confidence and stops your tongue from moving fluently. Remember, every time you stop yourself from speaking, you make the wall of fear stronger. And every time you try to speak, even if it is wrong, you break that wall a little more. So the first reason you cannot speak English is because you are scared of making mistakes, and the solution is simple. You must speak anyway. You must speak with courage even if your English is broken, because broken English spoken with confidence is much better than perfect English that never comes out of your mouth. Now, the second reason is that many learners think too much in their native language before they speak. They try to translate every single word in their mind. For example, if you want to say, I am going to the market, you first think in your own language, then you translate each word into English, and by the time you are ready to speak, the other person has already moved on. That delay makes your speech slow and unnatural. So to fix this, you must train your brain to think in English. Start with small things around you. When you wake up, say to yourself, this is my bed, this is my phone, I am brushing my teeth, I am making breakfast. These simple sentences will help your brain build a direct link between thought and English words without translation. Now, another important reason why people cannot speak English is because they do not practice speaking daily. They may study for hours, they may watch English movies and listen to English songs, but if they never open their mouth, their speaking ability will not grow. Speaking is like exercise. If you only watch others lifting weights, you will not build muscles. You must lift yourself. So I want you to find someone to talk to, maybe a friend, maybe a family member, or maybe just yourself in the mirror. Talk about your day, talk about your dreams, talk about your favorite food, and keep talking every single day, because consistency is the key. Even 5 minutes a day can make a big difference. And if you are shy to speak in front of people, you can start by recording your own voice on your phone and listening to it. Do not judge yourself, just observe and improve a little every time. Now let us talk about vocabulary. Many learners say, I cannot speak because I forget words when I need them. That is true, because our brain remembers words that we use often. If you learn a new word and never use it, you will forget it. So what can you do? Take one new word every day and use it in 3 different sentences throughout the day. For example, if you learn the word confident, you can say, I am confident in my work. My friend is a confident speaker, and confidence helps me grow. By doing this, you make the word your friend, and next time it will come naturally from your mouth when you speak. Sometimes people also struggle because they think English is too hard. But English is not hard. English is just different. Every language has its own rhythm, its own way of expressing things. If you stop Comparing English with your own language, you will feel more comfortable learning it. Think of English like a new friend. At first you may not understand everything they say, but as you spend more time with them you start to feel closer and more relaxed. So be patient and give yourself time to grow. And now, before we move to the next part of this video, I want to remind you that if you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, because your support motivates us to make more helpful videos for you. Now let us continue. Many learners also avoid speaking because they wait for the perfect moment. They think, I will start speaking when I finish this course, or I will start speaking when my grammar becomes perfect. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The moment you decide to start speaking is the perfect one, because real learning begins only when you start using what you know. Imagine a child learning to walk. He falls many times, but he does not stop. He keeps trying until he can walk smoothly. The same rule applies to English speaking. You may make mistakes, but you will improve with each try. Your tongue, your brain, and your ears will slowly start to work together like a team, and one day you will speak naturally without thinking too much. So my friend, do not wait. Start today, right now. Speak one line in English. It can be anything. Even if you say, I am learning to speak English, that is enough for today, and tomorrow you will say 2 lines, and next week 5 lines. And in a few months, you will notice how fluent you have become. Now, another thing that stops people from speaking is comparing themselves with others. Maybe you see someone who speaks very fast or with a good accent, and you start feeling small. Remember, everyone's journey is different. The person who speaks well today was once a beginner, just like you. Instead of feeling jealous, feel inspired. Listen to them, learn from them, and practice without pressure. Your goal is not to sound like someone else. Your goal is to express yourself clearly and confidently. Also, you should remember that accent is not a problem. English is spoken in many countries with different accents: British, American, Indian, Pakistani, Nigerian, Filipino. All are different, but all are correct, because the purpose of a language is communication, not perfection. So speak with your own natural accent and be proud of it, because your voice matters, your story matters, and the world needs to hear it. Now let us talk about another important reason why many people cannot speak English, and that is because they do not listen carefully. When you listen, you learn the sound, the rhythm, and the flow of the language. Speaking is not only about words, it is also about how you hear those words. So if you want to speak better, you must listen more. Listen to English podcasts, YouTube videos, and even short clips every day. But do not listen like a student, listen like a friend. Listen to how people greet each other, how they ask questions, how they pause, and how they change tone when they are happy, sad, or surprised. When you start noticing these patterns, your own speaking will become more natural and smooth. Sometimes learners think they must learn thousands of words before they can start speaking, but the truth is you can express many ideas using only basic words. The secret is not to have a big vocabulary, but to use the words you already know in different ways. For example, the word go can be used in many sentences, like I go to school, I go to work, I go to sleep. You can make hundreds of sentences with simple verbs like go, do, make, and have. So do not wait until you learn advanced vocabulary. Use simple English, and you will be understood easily by everyone. Another reason people struggle with speaking is because they study only when they feel motivated, but real progress comes from discipline, not just motivation. Some days you will feel tired, some days you will feel lazy, but if you still practice even a little bit, you will grow, because learning a language is like watering a plant every day. If you water it daily, it becomes strong. If you forget it for weeks, it dries. So make English part of your daily routine. For example, When you cook, say the steps in English like now I am cutting vegetables, now I am boiling water. When you walk, say I am going to the market. When you see something new, try to name it in English. This small habit will make a huge change in your fluency. Now let us discuss pronunciation. Many people think their pronunciation must be perfect. But remember, perfection is not necessary. What matters is clarity. You do not need to sound like a native speaker. You only need to be clear enough that others can understand you. To improve pronunciation, focus on listening and repeating. Choose a short English video and repeat what you hear slowly. Copy the tone and the mouth movement. At first it will feel strange, but after a few days your tongue will adjust and you will sound much better. Confidence grows when you see yourself improving. Step. If you always say I cannot speak English, then your brain believes it. Change your words. Say I am learning to speak English, or I am improving my English. When you use positive words, your mind becomes your helper, not your enemy. Remember, your tongue obeys your thoughts, so fill your mind with confidence and encouragement. Now I want to tell you about a simple exercise that can change your learning completely. Every night, before you sleep, close your eyes and imagine yourself speaking English fluently. Imagine you are in a meeting or a classroom or at a restaurant, speaking easily and happily. This mental picture tells your brain that it is possible, and slowly your actions will follow it, because everything starts from belief. Another tip is to surround yourself with English. If your phone language is not in English, change it. If you watch movies, try to watch with English subtitles. If you use social media, follow English pages, because the more English you see, the more natural it becomes for your brain. Sometimes you may feel bored or frustrated, but do not stop. Remember why you started. Maybe you want a better job, maybe you want to travel, maybe you want to express your thoughts freely. Hold that reason close to your heart, and it will keep you going. Every successful English speaker today once felt the same fear, confusion, and hesitation that you feel now, but they did not stop. They kept practicing until English became part of them, and you can do the same. I know you can, because learning anything new takes time, effort, and patience. When you plant a seed, you do not see the fruit immediately, but you keep watering it because you trust that one day it will grow. Your English journey is just like that. Keep watering it every day with practice, listening, reading, and speaking, and you will surely see results in the end. Remember that English is not a test to pass, it is a tool to connect with people from around the world. So enjoy the process, do not rush it, love it, live it, and speak it as much as you can. And before we end this video, I want to say once again, if you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, because your support helps us reach more learners like you and gives us the strength to keep creating useful lessons for everyone. Remember, English is your friend. Treat it with love, patience, and consistency, and one day you will not even realize when you became fluent. So start today, speak from your heart, believe in yourself, and keep moving forward, because you can, and you will become a confident English speaker.